What up, everybody? How's it going? I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and I'm still putting in my earrings. There we go. Detroit Lenny, 5-1 over the Handicapper weekend. What about those Nerfies, Lenny? What about those Nerfies?
Daddy's back. Back again. I tried some other stuff, played around, but y'all tried to eliminate me week 1. That's what y'all tried to do. I realized that. Y'all came at me, and I took the smoke. I stuck it out. I'm in it. I mean, technically, we have 7-1 in the last 4 days because I needed a 2-0 day to stay in, and I got it. And so now Daddy's back on those Nerfies, and let me just tell you, I ain't scared. So I'm one game out of first place right now, behind Velko and Sean Austin, and I'm right there. So Rich Shrek in the field, baby. Let's go.
Bring the smoke. Bring it. He wants all this smoke. Okay, so special day, big day today. Yeah. Before we get going, it is the last Woody standing day today. But before we get that party started, you guys got to like and subscribe. It's part of it, right? You like, you subscribe, you ring the bell. Yeah, it's part of how you get into the contest. It brings you good luck. Also, BetMGM, the official sportsbook of Picks and Parlays. If you guys have not got hooked up with BetMGM, they're offering all new accounts up to $1,000 in a risk-free first bet. Just use the promo code MORNING. Get yourself hooked up. Or check out the description of this video and find the link. That would be your other thing to do. So we've got a special guest today that I'm super excited about. This is the guy that gave me my start in the industry, Steve Cofield from ESPN Radio Las Vegas. Should be on the show in about 15 minutes here. I'm very excited. Anyone who used to be a fan of the Almost Adulting show, Steve Cofield is where that show started. And Lenny loves Steve Cofield.
I really do.
Yeah, I know you do. Lenny gave Steve Cofield his start in the green screen game.
Yes, which I do not use currently. As you can tell by my messy room. It's hard to find a good wife who cleans nowadays. So I don't know what to tell you.
That's fair. I'm still looking.
That's fair.
Still looking.
So I will get eventually. We're going to talk some football with Steve, and we're going to talk sports and stuff, and catch up and all that. So I'll get to your comments. It'll take me a while. Put them in the spreadsheet, but I will get them all. You put them in there. Make sure you put LWS so I know, because a lot of you want to say hi and all that, and it's awesome. Keep doing that, but just make sure you're clear about what your pick is. That's all.
Yes, Justin, you can get into this week's last Woody standing because it starts today. So here's the rules for everybody, okay? You can only enter on the live show. So if you're watching this after the taping, sorry, you missed it. It's 1 p.m. Eastern every Monday. And this is the way it goes down. It's the last Woody contest. You win $100 and a t-shirt. The rules are ticking at the bottom, okay? One pick from you can be in any sport, but the juice has to be under a -150, and you're not allowed to change the line, okay? So you can't buy any points or sell any points or anything like that. Don't get crazy, okay? When your pick cashes, you got to come back tomorrow and the next day and the next day until you are the last Woody standing, and then you win $100 and a t-shirt. Chris Scott was who won it last time.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going with the Padres over 12. Holy cow, man. Drunk Alley got into some stuff last night. That's what she did. That was one I was looking at. 2 really bad pitchers going there.
I don't care. It's just, I can't do 12. That's a 10. Yeah, 10 tops.
You know what I like? I'm pretty sure I took it under, but it's 2 really bad pitchers, so you can see why the number's high. And I feel like I might have just laid off of it. You lost a game on you? Shoot, I lost a game on you.
We were real close in the handicap tent, so I made up a game on him. It's a tight race. I mean, really, the leader's like 13-7 or 13-6-1 out of 20 picks, and last place is like 11-8-1 or something like that. So it's like within 2 picks, everybody is.
There's only like 7 of you left in it or whatever.
8 of us.
Really.
And we're about to get after it. So
All right, well, let's go. I'm ready. Okay, sorry, I'm open. I have 20 bets already, is what I did last night. I took every single, this is just an experiment I'm doing. I took every single away team to score first because they bat first. So it's kind of like an experimental $2 bet thing where I took every away team to score first because it's like I'm kind of noticing something. So I want to, and then also I took Phillies to score first, Crystal Craig. Wait, no, sorry. That's what I just said. I took Phillies first half money line is what I took.
My last Woody is going to be the Mets, Braves, Nerfy.
Mets, Braves, Nerfy.
Mm-hmm. That's the two Nerfies I'm on for Handicap 10 are the Phillies and the Cardinals and the Mets and the Braves. Those are both on there.
I have the Padres full game, Padres first half. I have the White Sox with old Tate the Great. You've got first 3 White Sox money line. Nerfies are luck. Remember, you said winning is skill last Friday. Nerfies are not luck. There's a skill involved in a Nerfie. That's a handicap. You're only 4-2 over the weekend. Oh, Lenny was 5-1. Did you hear about that? Lenny was 5-1. Somebody's closer. If you're not first, you're last.
That's where you lost the game on me.
Breaking Vegas Sports and I were chatting last night because he's doing Umbrella Academy and he's about to start Stranger Things. So I'm going to start.
We just finished Umbrella Academy last night. Me and Mandy.
Yeah.
We're all caught up now.
And it ended. You're done.
Get down. And now we're gonna start. I don't know. She wants to start Stranger Things with the kids. But
do Righteous Gemstones. You'll be so happy.
They're gonna be gone like today and tomorrow, so might do that instead.
Velez Sarsfield, Moneyline, Argentinian soccer. Yeah, so Breaking Vegas Sports. I'm gonna watch one episode of Breaking Bad, and that's it. That's it.
It won't work. It won't work. No,
so
that's a waste.
Time.
Yeah, that's a waste. I'm just saying because for me, everybody's different. But for me, it took me getting into it and realizing why, like he evolves from like just cooking meth in a trailer to the whole damn operation the size of Sam's Club. So, I mean, it's the reasoning why he does it without ruining it for you is in the family dynamic that happens with his family when they find out he's doing it, and his brother-in-law is a DEA agent, so he's doing it all under everybody's nose. For me, it was that, but that took more than one episode. One episode ain't gonna do shit for you.
I already don't want to watch it, so that didn't help.
Yeah, you don't want to watch it.
It did not help. I'm on the White Sox money line also today. Maybe that should be my Woodrow. Padres, I'm on them today too. Padres money line. You got it minus 142. I took them and got a first half minus 150, full game minus 150. Well, that doesn't make me feel great if that's what the line is doing. Hi, Eddie Sanchez. Eddie Sanchez. Hit the like. Thank you. Much appreciated. Can you please get the A's over 8.5? I'm on that also, but I got it at a 9. Man, I got a lot going on. 20 bets, y'all. 20. There's only 9 games.
I only have 2 right now. And so, yeah.
Honey. Earl Sports Bets is going to go with Miami under 5 or under 4 first 5. All right. I can give you a lock for sure. All right, go ahead.
I got padlock in the other room.
Yeah, nice padlock. Braves for Silky, Braves for Brandon. I think I'm on the Braves. Oh my God. I'm on a lot of things.
I'm not on the Braves.
I feel like I want to go White Sox to score first as my it's minus 160 on my book. I can't. All right. Hi, Chris Scott. Chris Scott is the winner of the last Woody standing. Ah! You already sent me your info. I will send that email to Craig as soon as I am off of this show, and you guys will get your money. You like the Rays today, says Stimulus. I think that might be the only team I haven't bet on yet. Yet. It's early. Brian Dance taking the Padres on the money line. Minus 145. Thanks and you're welcome. Please come again. What's happening, AB? England's women's second half money line. All right. I'm so excited to see Cofield. I haven't seen him in like forever.
A minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it totally has. Steve Johnson, swear to God, that's my cousin's friend who's playing. Is he from Orange County? Steve Johnson from Orange County. Hold on. My cousin, my mom's dude, Rico Johnson, American tennis player.
No, Rico, that's my guy.
Yeah, exactly.
My buddy.
Johnson. No, that can't be him. Yeah, he's from Orange County, California. So Steve Johnson, remember Rico's son was the captain of the UNLV tennis team. Well, Charlie is his name. He's been at Wimbledon this whole time, and Steve Johnson is his buddy who brought him out there to watch him play. From Orange County, 23 years old. Yeah, so, hey, you're betting on some family right now, Robert. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Ricketts going with the Royals Nerfy. Coach Chavis, Righteous Gemstone is the best, is it not? Oh, my God, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, boy, better tell her she's going to be hooked. He says I'm not going to like it. Hi, Miss Paula Thatcher. Phillies money line. All right.
Yeah.
Get it, girl. Get it. My par lady. Giants D-backs under 7.5. Side player prop. Brad Keller Royals over 4.5 Ks. All right. I'm on the Royals today on both games. I'm sorry. The hubby and you started Cobra Kai. Sean Higgs was obsessed with Cobra Kai when that came out.
I got them the last season to watch, but I've been waiting for my boys my 10 and 13-year-olds to get. I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're enjoying summer break is what they're doing, and I'm waiting to watch Cobra Kai.
Crying out loud, we have things to do.
I know, asshole kids.
Hola, amigo. You went with the Mets Nerfy too, but now it's juicy, so you can't use it as a Woody.
I got it at 145.
All right. Turns out you can, Pedro. You want that business? It's all you.
So
Rio's taking Padres. I know why, because Urias is so freaking bad. I know. I have more action than you, huh? I'm trying something right now. I'm trying something out. Okay. Oh, here he comes. He's coming. Steve Cofield's almost here. I'm so excited. Okay, let me get my little banner going. Bring in.
I'm going to get rid of.
Oh, crap. So let's act. All right. Act like a professional. All right.
Okay. Sit up straight.
Look alive. All right.
Turn your head around.
Okay. Let's bring him in.
All right. Hit the button.
What's happening, Cofield?
What's up?
Trying to act right.
So good to see you. We're so happy to see you. We're excited.
You guys are
What's
ridiculous.
up, buddy?
Building it up like it's a big deal. Get out of here.
It is a big
The man, the myth, the legend. Yeah. Radio royalty in the city of Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Steve Cofield announced.
If you guys don't know who Steve Cofield is, here at local Las Vegas radio on ESPN 1100 AM, you religiously listen to the Cofield and Company show every single day. It's like Steve Cofield is who gave me my start in the business. And Detroit Lenny is, like I said, who gave Steve Cofield his green screen start in the business. How's
That's right. Yeah.
Working out?
Yeah. Best
It's
$20 you ever spent.
Oh my God. I get so many references to the background. They're like, oh my God, you're out of the LV ballpark, or you're in your bedroom, or look at that basement. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
So what have you been up to, friend?
Just busy with the show. It's like with the Raiders here, kind of never stops. So Raiders are back up in 7 days they open camp. So good times. The station's doing well, just keeping busy. We couldn't keep doing I thought we were going to be able to do it, but we couldn't keep doing the late night podcast because everyone got so freaking busy. Everyone else on the show, including you guys are doing a bunch of stuff too, but everyone else on the show started getting back to work and slammed. And I don't know, I guess we're all too old and we can't stay up until 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, that's fair.
That
We
is
actually
a big
brought
deal.
Yeah. We brought the Almost Adulting show over to our network, and we had last season gotten into the Circa contest. The Morning Woodies, our show, we drafted, and then Picks and Parlays, the pros, both got spots in the Circa contest. Our show, the Morning Woodies, we were one off the bubble, but that was kind of our spot, Almost Adulting, every Thursday night. We'd live in play the Thursday game and go through our Circa picks for the week. So we used that show long after it was done on the Cofield network.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I see you guys are on all the time, and you're doing a lot more gambling stuff than I am. So you guys are at the center of it.
Yeah, indeed. So what are you more excited for? Are you more excited for UNLV football this season or UNLV basketball season?
Probably football, because I think there's so much room for improvement, and I think they were so close last year. And it's also this is a really big year for Marcus Arroyo. Obviously you've got a new AD in place in Eric Harper, who's been at the school forever. But I actually talked to the president, Keith Whitfield, the other day at the Raiders intro conference for their new president. And he kind of slipped it in there that this is a big year, that they need to start, winning at a higher level. And they were close last year. And then the other thing is, think about what's going on right now in college football. I'm not saying like a 7-5 season changes the entire fortune for UNLV athletics and gets them into a Power 5, but getting in the right direction wouldn't hurt. So you can't have more winless or 2-10 seasons. They got to start showing progress. They got the stadium now. They got the facility. The coach is well paid. The staff is well paid. They've got everything in place to be good. And then they've got a lot of players returning. So I'm excited about UNLV football.
Okay, good. We need that, guys. We need that UNLV football. It's been a long time. I mean, it seems like even when we do have the right pieces in place, they get injured or something happens. It's just like we have a bad luck of the draw when it comes to football, and it kills me.
Yeah. And then, you know what? Basketball, I think it's going to be good. I don't know all the players. I know who they are, but I don't know how they're going to play together, because Kevin Kruger really played the transfer portal game, which is fine, and brought in basically, a new team, 80% new team. And I think he got a lot bigger. They're going to play good defense. We'll see what they do on offense, but they also have to show, Kevin Kruger and UNLV in year 2 has to show progress to the point where they can get 19, 20 wins. And because it's frustrating if you're a UNLV fan and you look around the conference, it's one thing for San Diego State to be good every year. They've had it in place for 20 years. But when schools like Colorado State and Wyoming jump up to be a top, 4 school in the conference, and UNLV has all it has to work with, that gets frustrating. Yeah.
What did you think of Kruger's first year?
I thought I would give it a B. I think there were some learning experiences from the head coaching standpoint, the X's and O's standpoint. Excuse me. A lot of it hinged on the fact that their second best offensive player got hurt in the middle of the season, Donovan Williams, who just went to the NBA. He's playing in the summer league, so it was it's kind of tough to give him a real grade. But I don't think they had all the goods they needed, and I think he's tried to fix the roster to get bigger and stronger and play the kind of defense that he needs to play.
Do you think Kruger was the right pick for the job? I really liked Kevin Kruger being the coach. I thought it was a good move as far as like the culture of the team goes, that whole jazz. That he's been with UNLV a long time, since his dad was there. He knows how it works. He's somewhat invested in this team on a personal level. Do you agree that Kruger's the right fit, or is he our last head coach? I guess.
Well, we know that's never going to be the case because of the money that's available. Right. Pardon me. I might have to get a glass of water.
You're cool.
The long-term thing, do I think he stays around for 4 or 5 years if he's winning? Yes. Can they keep him around for 10 years? It all goes hand in hand with the Power 5 thing. If they get to a point where they get to a conference like a new Pac-12, and the Pac-12 probably won't get the kind of money they're getting right now because they just lost USC and UCLA. But if UNLV can get to a conference where they've got some extra millions to spend in the athletic department, right now they get about $3 or $4 million as their share from the Mountain West Conference. The Pac-12 is over $30 million. Now the Pac-12 is probably going to drop down to like $25 million per school, and this is per school. If UNLV gets to a point where they've got $25 million each year from a conference, then all of a sudden they can start paying even more. Because I can tell you this: if Kevin Kruger wins, is winning 25 games, makes a couple of NCAAs, makes some runs, to the Sweet 16, kind of like his dad here did here. He's going to get offers. You know what I mean? There's going to be someone from a Power 5 because of his name that's going to offer him, $3, $4, $5 million a year for a salary. So there's only so long you can keep someone around. But I think he's vested in the program. He went here. He loves Vegas. His dad retired here, so there's no reason to rush away, for the sake of Lon's grandkids. So I like the hire, and I think he can recruit. Now the thing that sucked in the offseason was he lost 2 of his best assistants, and that's the other money thing, right? It all goes hand in hand. So Carlin Hartman is a really good recruiter, especially for the Mountain West Conference. Well, he got offered by Florida, and I don't know what his salary is, but my guess is that he got his salary doubled or even tripled. So he went out after 1 year, and with that they lost their top high school recruit. So that kind of sucked. They lost a kid out of Dallas who they had committed for like 8 months. And then they also lost another assistant, a veteran assistant, Tim Buckley, who had a chance to jump at bigger money at South Carolina. So that's not good. You want continuity on the staff. You don't want to have a new staff every year. So we'll see how the assistants work out, because along with Kevin Kruger recruiting, those are the key guys to get players. So I don't know. I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated by the landscape now with basketball and UNLV. And I think they absolutely have to compete to be a top 4 team in conference. You can't continue to get outpaced by Wyoming, who has a relatively new coach, and Colorado State.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Colorado State was a humdinger, and Wyoming, like, I'll give you playing them at home. I always tell the Woodies, like, with Wyoming plays at home, remember the altitude. It's really high up in Laramie, so take unders kind of a thing. But the Mountain West was like what am I trying to say? It was competitive, but not in the way that you would normally think, because now we've got Steve Alford at Reno, Eric Musselman in Arkansas. Can we talk about that for a second? Holy cow, man. That dude, like, it's part of me still wants to not like him because it's in my DNA to just not like anyone who plays for Nevada, know, but I was a huge Eric Musselman fan all season with Arkansas. So good on him, and glad you're not playing against us anymore as our main rival. Right.
I mean, he's the freak. He totally took the rivalry, under his wing there. He freaking loved it. He would pound UNLV any chance he got. And you see, he's doing the same thing that he did at Reno, at Nevada, that he's doing at Arkansas. He's great with the transfers. He was on the transfer portal thing before really everyone else. They landed a bunch of good transfers, and now he has the money. Now he's got the backing. They got a big arena there. They've got a crazy community. So, the Mountain West last year was good, and I thought all the teams, even though they didn't do well as a whole in the tournament, I thought they all deserved to make it. The really interesting thing in the Mountain West is the brand of basketball that's being played, and if it works well in the NCAA tournament. Because what's happened, I think, is a lot of the teams have built their teams to beat San Diego State, which is a grind out, like play the games in the 50s and, possession by possession. And I'm wondering, I think Wyoming's trying to do it, and I think UNLV is going to try to do it to a certain extent. But I'm wondering who can break the mold and be a really good offensive team to kind of put San Diego State in a position like, hey, if San Diego State can only score 56 points, then maybe you can outpace them. Like, you can beat their defense with effective offense. But there haven't been many teams who've been able to do that. So this year in the Mountain West will be pretty good because there's going to be 4 or 5 good teams.
Yeah, Colorado State was another one of those run and gun teams I did like a lot. They impressed me throughout the season. But they kind of, in the past 3 years, they have. So good to see them showing up. So let's talk some NFL because everyone in the chat just can't wait for that NFL to get going. Any news? Do we get any insider information about the Raiders? What can you tell us? What's going on? Protein shakes, all this stuff. What's happening? Do tell.
Did you say protein shakes?
Protein shakes? No. What did I say? I don't know what I said.
I don't know what you said. It got garbled for a second. Well, I'll ask you, what do you think the expectations are for the Raiders?
Last season really got me sold on Carr, I guess. I wasn't really into Carr. I never have been, like, since Fresno. I didn't like his brother. He was a Texan. I'm not into the Carr franchise, I guess. But last season really kind of sold me on him because with the loss of Gruden and the loss of, not Suggs, Ruggs, he really kind of held that team together. I mean, with his eyeliner and everything, his eyeliner never ran, and that's important also. But yeah, so he kind of sold me on the team. I'm not a big Raider fan, and I know I'm not supposed to say that because I live here, but I'm not the biggest Raiders fan ever.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm not feeling too bad about them, I guess. I'm also not an NFL genius.
Yeah, well, their win total is 8.5. Which I think
Okay.
surprised a lot of Raiders fans because they went 10-7 last year. So I think a lot of people are like, they're going to be just as good. But the problem is in the division, everyone got better. Everyone added. Right. The Chargers maybe shored up their weakness, which was on defense. And they've got a guy in Justin Herbert who's probably a tick above Carr, and he's only going to get better. He's got all his weapons back, so they're loaded. I think the Chiefs are going to be fine. I think they're going to be still a very good team, even without Tyreek Hill. I think without Tyreek, it's addition by subtraction. I think he was going to turn into a pain in the ass. And I also don't know that people knew about how interesting he is to manage. And then the other thing in the division is, I mean, I don't believe the Broncos have a great roster. Others think it's like the second best roster in the division, but they did get Russell Wilson, and a quarterback does make a big difference. So they're probably 8, 9, or 10 wins. So all of a sudden you got 4 teams that are potentially 10-win teams. Someone's not going to win 10 games. Someone's going to go 8-9. Someone's going to go 7-10. And then the logic would have it. Well, the Raiders should be better because they added Chandler Jones, who's an upgrade on Ngakoue. They've added, I think, a couple of better options at linebacker. And then obviously Devontae Adams to the offense. They should be ridiculous. So I think they'll go above the number, but I wouldn't be shocked if they finish 8-9. The other thing is, if they were in the NFC, they might be an 11-win team. But in the AFC, it's like you start tracking it, and the Patriots are a pretty solid team. Patriots might be like the 10th best team in the AFC, the 11th best team in the AFC. Like there really aren't many bad teams in the AFC. Everyone is good. The Ravens are coming, in a bounce back year. I think they're going to be better. I think the Steelers are probably behind the Patriots, but the Steelers aren't bad. Like the Steelers are still going to be a candidate to probably win, 7, 8, or 9 games. They're not dreadful. And then, the rest of the conference is just freaking loaded with star players and good defenses and up and coming coaches. It's crazy.
Speaking of addition by subtraction, what do you think of Roethlisberger being gone? I feel like that helps the Steelers more than anything. Or am I just being over Ben Roethlisberger?
Well, I think it helps from the standpoint that reality's here now and they got to make the transition. So they're doing it. They got to develop a quarterback. I don't know that Kenny Pickett's ever going to be a franchise quarterback. They obviously like him. I'm intrigued to see what Mitch Trubisky looks like. If he's used the right way, if they use his legs, they get him outside the pocket. They have a defense that's, top 5 defense. It's good right now. So Big Ben going bye-bye. I actually think they should have made the transition last year. So I think they kind of blew it by keeping him around last year. But they'll be one of those teams that's not, a real threat to make the playoffs, but they're not going to be terrible. So they're a pain in the ass every week if you have to. And the Raiders go to Pittsburgh. So that's going to be at the end of the season when the Raiders may be making a run at the playoffs. Pittsburgh might be a game or 2 behind them, but Pittsburgh could upset them and then freaking derail them.
So what do you think of, Russell Wilson has gone from Seattle to the Broncos, and Seattle and the Broncos play week 1. Baker Mayfield has gone from the Browns to the Panthers, Browns and the Panthers play week 1. In your opinion, would you think, like for me, I would think the Seahawks have Russell's number. The Browns have Baker's number. So we should be on the team that they came from as opposed to the team that they're on now in week 1 of betting on sports. Do you have any and that's just like my, my hoopty-hoo.
I think they're different. I think they're different situations because the Browns, even with Jacoby Brissett playing quarterback, I think the Browns are still going to be a pretty good team. They can run the ball. They still have weapons. They still have a good defense, and the Panthers aren't very good. Although I know some people who are on the Panthers already, and they've also been playing the numbers on both sides. The Seattle Broncos thing, while I don't think the Broncos are great, I think Seattle's going to stink. I don't know what they did here. Russell Wilson started to raise a stink a couple of years ago about wanting to be more involved in decisions and how the offense is run. And, it's one thing for the GM, for John Schneider to say, we don't want your input. I don't know. I actually think it's kind of immature. Pete Carroll, I think, is just stubborn. And for Pete Carroll to think at whatever he is, 71 years old, that he's going to be able to stick around for 5 more years and take them through a transition to a new franchise quarterback if they can find one. I think their egos got in the way when Russell Wilson was raising a stink, and they're like, yeah, you know what? We're the organization, not Russell Wilson. Okay, let's see what you do without a great quarterback, because I got to tell you, like, I think Drew Lock has a chance to be good. Geno Smith, and I like the guy. He's a former Jet. I'm a Jets fan. Yeah. Geno Smith stinks. Like he is not a good player. I think that, and then that team in the NFC West, I think they're like a 5-win team. So I'll tell you this, there is some pressure on the Broncos. They have to win that game in the AFC West, where you're going to have to get to 10 wins to make the playoffs, and you've got all these division games. They cannot lose that game. So if they're not motivated for that one, if Russell Wilson isn't motivated to beat a team that's probably a 5 or 6 win team, then that's an early sign of trouble for the Broncos.
Well, and he's got to want to stick it right up there, hooty-hoos, at the end of the day.
Yep.
Rickett says Pete needs to go. They're not even looking for a QB. They believe in Drew Lock and are way too emotionally invested in Geno Smith.
Well, I mean, the reality to me is they could have made a trade for Baker Mayfield. Maybe that gets them a chance at another win, a 1.5, which is probably overdoing it on Baker Mayfield. I think what they're doing,
like putting a Band-Aid over a bullet wound, though. Getting Baker.
But you know what? In the end, I think they're keeping these guys around because they know what they have. They'll do their best to win, but frankly, it doesn't really serve them to win. So you're going to roll this team out there. They're probably going to win, 5 or 6 games. You actually want to lose if you're a Seahawks fan. I mean, I know this sucks. Yeah. You don't want to just throw away years, but they want to make sure that they have a top pick in the draft because this quarterback draft will be good. Yeah, if I'm Pete Carroll at this age, if I don't get my franchise quarterback next year in the draft, then why am I sticking around?
Yeah. Well, you're
going to be a winner. Anyway. You're going to be a winner again at 78 years old. I mean, that's probably not going to happen.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Not to be an ageist.
So you and I share a mutual friend in Chris Palmieri, owner of Naked City Pizza, next door to the Office Bar and Liquors, where I partake in drinking adult beverages. I was there yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah. Chris Palmieri's Buffalo Bills. What do you think about the Bills this year?
I think they're the favorite in the AFC.
Do you think they're overrated?
No.
It's hard, huh?
No, I just wanted to think about it for a second. No, I don't think they're overrated. Listen,
as far as like winning the Super Bowl goes, though, do you think they can win the Super Bowl?
They can win the Super Bowl, and look at how close they were to taking out Kansas City, if not for the lunacy in that game going back and forth. No, they can win it.
My heart cried for that. Like my heart was crying for the Bills in that game. But what?
They can win it. Like I said, the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will stay at about the same level, but there is a chance the Chiefs do fall back. I think there's some other things going on the Chiefs and the coaching staff. Like Eric Bieniemy, I don't think is going to be there next year. So to manage Bieniemy and Mahomes and Matt Nagy's back there as kind of an offensive assistant, there could be a little problem there. Listen, Mahomes has paid all his money, and the great quarterbacks get paid a lot of money to make receivers better. So I think they got a lot of number 2s. In terms of receivers to fill that gap left by Tyreek Hill. Mahomes is so good, I think he's going to be fine with those guys. But if they have problems in terms of injuries, if they have problems on defense, the Chiefs have dropped back a little bit. Now, I think the Bills are freaking loaded. They have a good head coach. They've got a great front office. They absolutely should be the favorite in the AFC.
Earl Sports says Colts will be the team. He's a Jets fan also. The Earl twins are Jets fans also. Yeah. Colts will be the team to beat in the AFC. They'll have the number 1 seed.
I bet the no on that. I think the Colts are good, but is Matt Ryan's an upgrade on Carson Wentz, but I don't think he's that much of an upgrade. I think he's a good coach, but there's something with Frank Reich. From a motivational standpoint, I thought if you watch the reality show, I don't know if you watch now I'm blanking on the name of the show. What's the Hard Knocks? So Hard Knocks in season. They did the Colts.
They did the Lions this year. Hard Knocks with the Lions this year.
Well, it's actually you're getting the preseason, right? So then they do an in season, if you watch the Colts in season, it's a really interesting organization, and Frank Reich is a unique guy when it comes to motivation. Now, I will say this was, I think it falls at the head coach as well, but not enough people have talked about this. The Colts completely effed themselves down the stretch you can't force people to get the vaccine, right? But they had multiple guys who were not vaccinated, leaders of the team, and then guess what happened at the end of the season? They started to get hit by COVID, and they never recovered from it, because missing a game with COVID is one thing. Coming back and being 100% is another, and none of them were 100%, and that's why you saw them leaking oil and falling apart at the end of the year. So I think Colts are really good. I think they've obviously one of the more talented teams in the league, and if you like the run game, their run game's freaking awesome, but they're not the favorite in the AFC, and I don't think they're going to be the number 1 seed.
Lenny, you talk with Steve, and I'll do the things because I know you want to talk football. I'll do the.
Yeah, I 100% do.
Okay,
I do.
Go for
it. She texted me last night, said you were coming on the show. I was like, I need to talk some football because Allie won't talk football with me.
And I've got Adam Hill next Thursday. Adam Hill's coming on.
Nobody let me talk football. Listen,
you guys go ahead. I'll take care of the Woody.
All of this is meaninless because we all know the Lions are winning the Super Bowl this year. Duh. So besides all that, though, I love the fact that I'm a big Hard Knocks fan. I've been watching it since the show came out. I've been petitioning for the Lions to be on Hard Knocks. I'm finally excited they're on Hard Knocks. How do you feel about Dan Campbell as a coach? Because, I love the guy, and I want to drink beer with him and watch football, but I don't know if he can get the job done, as an actual coach. I mean, I know he's a player's coach and all that, but he got ranked 28th out of 32 head coaches. He was ranked 28th worst. That did not make me feel good.
So let's go back to last year. I think there were some positives with Dan Campbell. First of all, they fought, right? Which I think is a really good sign because they were behind in a lot of games and they fought. And they were closer to winning more games. They blew some games there. They got some bad breaks. So, like you said, he's a player's coach. I love him from a motivational standpoint. But here's the thing in the NFL now, and we have this debate all the time or discussion on our show. Right. I feel like there's a transition happening in the National Football League with coaches, right? And a lot of organizations are going with the younger guy and the numbers guys, right?
Right.
The kind of the football nerds, like the
Billy Beans of football.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a good point. They all played the game, but you might not realize they played the game because Mike McDaniel in Miami is a former receiver at Yale. Staley played quarterback in college. They're not these big dudes. And what we always talk about is the new breed of football coaches who are the nerds, like the football nerd, right? And then there's, I like to call Campbell and old school guys the big galoots, right? The freaking 6'7" guy. Yeah, come on, like a very poor man's Ditka, right? Because no one would ever say. But here's the thing with Ditka. Why did Ditka win? First of all, his team was supremely talented, so they had as much talent or more. But he also had awesome assistants. He had at the time, revolutionary defense. Buddy Ryan was friggin' awesome.
Maybe best ever.
So that's the question for you. Does Dan Campbell have the support staff with the coaches where he can be the motivator and the crazy guy and the big galoot, and they do a lot of the X's and O's? Then it'll probably work.
Right. I actually think that this is me being a Homer Lions fan for sure, and this is my hope more than belief. I think he is that big galoof, like you said, but I think he's smart enough to know he's that. And to know that he needs the nerdy guys, the analytical guys around him. So if he's smart enough to know his role and know his lane and just surround himself with those guys, they could be powerful, the Lions. I mean, they covered a lot last year. They didn't get blown out. They competed in games that they shouldn't have. They were a decent team. Now their win total is at 6. I don't like it. I took it over 4.5 last year, and I was good. But I don't like it on over at 6. I think they're a 7-10 team in hopes. I'm hoping maybe in an 8-9 or something like that. But 3 of those games from last year that they lost with less than a field goal, and they don't blow those games or whatever. And now they're all of a sudden backdooring a wild card playoff game. And that's when the motivational guy comes in. And if you get I think they're going to be good in a couple years. I'm hoping he pans out and recognizes his value in his lane and puts other people around him to make that staff better.
It's also, I was going to say, it's hard to judge him when he doesn't have a franchise quarterback. Goff is probably a quarterback who's in the number 20 to number 30 range. I don't think he's the worst quarterback in the league, but he's certainly not a top half of the league quarterback. And the other thing is, in terms of the win total, like, how good is the division? Right? How good do you like? I think the Packers will take a step back.
Agreed.
A little bit, and the Vikings could be really good, but I don't know. I mean, reading stuff, this.
Who knows what you get with them? That's the thing.
Yeah,
like,
Kevin O'Connell.
I don't know.
Yeah, Kevin O'Connell coming over. They want to throw the ball. Like, were the Vikings running it so much to kind of cover for Kirk Cousins? Like, if you give Kirk Cousins even more throws, is that a good thing? Could they be really dangerous? Has he been held back? Maybe, but I don't know if I want to put my fortunes in Kirk Cousins, and I have no confidence the Bears are going to make a big leap up.
The Bears are
they have to play Fields. They have to, they got to develop them. But here's the thing: unlike a lot of these other teams that loaded up on weapons around their young quarterback, like the Bears did nothing to help him out. Where are the elite receivers? Where's the big running game?
I'm not worried about the Bears whatsoever. To switch divisions, talk about your Jets. I'm very excited for your Jets. When the Lions hired Dan Campbell, I actually wanted them to hire the guy the Jets hired, the Dearborn, Michigan native, Robert Salal. I'm not saying his name right, but he grew up, probably 20 minutes from where I grew up. We're Lions fans. I know that he knows that culture. I wanted that guy. I think he's going to be very good for the Jets. And Zach Wilson, I think, is just a baller with, now he's dating his ex-best friend's mom. It's just,
now he's really a baller.
Mom.
What? Gossip, huh?
Yep.
Zach Wilson's best friend. Zach Wilson broke up with his hot girlfriend, and his best friend started dating her. So Zach Wilson said, "Hold my beer," and started dating his best friend's mom.
Oh my God. Wasn't it Zach Wilson's mom who went all like Karen on Disney World?
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that right?
Mom's hot too.
Yeah, she is hot, but she had like this whole and we had to wait in lines and we wore masks and went on a rant about Disney World or Land, whichever one they were at. And I feel like I got that from your show, actually, Cofield. That's why I know that. Huh.
Well, I missed it. I do know. Yeah, we talked about it this morning because I was filling in on the morning show that apparently Zach Wilson is going out with an older lady, so that's interesting.
And she's hot. I mean,
Zach, I'm an older lady. If Stacey's mom came through.
Right.
I know. Steve Cofield show is so good. So we've only got a few minutes left here, Steve. Where can they find you? This is right. At Steve Cofield and at Cofield and Company, right?
Yep. And at ESPN Las Vegas on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 to 6, 3 to 6 Monday to Friday, and then I do a bunch of UNLV stuff. So I'm the sideline guy for UNLV. So I'm around UNLV football and UNLV men's basketball and more Lady Rebels. So that's my main stuff now. And we still do a lot of gambling on the show. Not as much as you guys. You guys are the experts. I try.
We do what we can.
I'm treading water.
Do you have a best bet for the day? What all these picks are? The last Woody standing contest starts today, so that's what all their picks are about. If you had to bet today, it's got to be under a -150. What would your best bet of the day be?
So I'm going to look at. This is a nightmare. Let me look. I actually didn't even look today. I was playing baseball every day up until 2 weeks ago, and then I started. I don't know what happened. My time management skills got bad. But I was only. How are you guys doing on baseball this year? Because I was kind of treading water. I was kind of little under breaking even.
You would not even believe me if I told you, but I went on a freaking insane Russian table tennis run. Do a month-long contest, and I had this insane Russian table tennis run where I tied for first out of the whole. It's 30 days in a row. 2 picks a day, under -150. I tied for first. James Mount and I had a playoff, and I lost to him in the playoff. So then my second time doing this contest, I did baseball, and I went 7-7. Like, baseball has kind of been hurting me this season. Lenny's obsessed with Nerfies, and he's kind of like a god when it comes to Nerfies.
I just really focused on the Nerfies this year, and I like them, and I'm doing well with them. So I go lightly. For me, I go lightly during baseball season. Maybe not in comparison to other people, but for me, I go lightly because I'm a football guy. Hockey's over, so now that hockey's over, it's like baseball's just it's a stopgap. It's a bridge to get me to football. It's
all I have to bet on right now. It's all
it's my Jared Goff. Baseball is my Jared.
Well, Canadian football. You're very good at Canadian football.
I am crushing Canadian football. Nick Earl's crushing Canadian football. The Lions are going to win their, Grey Cup or whatever they call it out there. They're going to win. That's the only Lions football organization I know that's a championship.
So thank you for holding court there, because I got to look at the baseball board. If I were going to bet real quickly, off no analysis, the Mets are +110 today against Atlanta, and Scherzer's pitching. I know it's his second game back after a long layoff, but he pitched. He was awesome his first time out. I would take a chance on that. I know the Braves are playing pretty good baseball. And then the other one, this one might sound like a strange one, but San Diego's on the road in Colorado.
Yeah.
And Sean Manaea has been okay this year, but not outstanding. And there are certain guys when I watch them who are stuff guys. And Jose Urena I don't understand why he can't pitch well, because his stuff is ridiculous.
I don't understand why he has a job as a starting pitcher.
Well, what's funny is so for the longest time, he was like on the cusp. He's a stuff guy. And then he goes to AAA. I think he threw like a 7 ERA in AAA. And the Rockies are like, man, we are so desperate for pitching. Let's just bring him up. And he was actually really good his first time out. So, the Padres aren't playing really good baseball right now. And they're beat to hell. So Rockies at home +130, I would do that. So +110 Mets and +130 Rockies.
All right. All right. Plus money for you, honeys. The Mets and the Rockies. A lot of them are on the Padres today. And I get it, because you see your Ice's numbers and it's like just hard not to. I actually thought that it was so obviously an over that I wanted to take it under, is the way I felt about that 12 on it. BC Lions got a reality check last week against the Blue Bombers. Do you follow any CFL, Cofield?
Zippo.
I
wish. I mean, that's the kind of stuff to me. If you can't just play to play. Like, you really got to know it. So if Lenny knows it, then I would trust him on it. But I don't pay attention to it enough.
Yeah, I just follow Lenny's plays and they cash me. Yeah. And Stimmy OG, who's in here too. Stimmy OG's good at it also, and Earl Sportsbets is good at it, but he doesn't send me his picks. So I only bet on the picks that people send to me, because otherwise I don't know they exist. That's how that works.
So before you let me go, what's going on with you?
Oh gosh, well, we're sponsored by BetMGM now. We're going to enter the Circa contest again. Yeah, we were sponsored by Caesars for a while. We're kind of, we're testing the water. They fight over us, basically. They fight over us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got sponsors. Lenny is a producer now. Lenny's producing this show. He knows how to make videos with graphics and stuff now. I know.
He's so humble.
I wouldn't go that far, but
Yeah. We're still doing Total Chaos. We're just getting all geared up for football season. I miss UNLV. I miss doing stats there. That's Cofield and I know each other from UNLV basketball also. I miss it a lot. I hated not doing the Mountain West tournament this year, but I figured I would reach out to you guys, to you and Adam, and see if maybe we couldn't just pull you into our world now. You're in my world now, sugar.
Yeah. And you know what? I'll in front of everyone, I'll apologize for not being in touch enough. I got kind of slammed recently, but let's have you if you can make it to a show, let's have you on. If you got an afternoon free, let's have you in for an hour, maybe at Silver Sevens in August.
Okay. Yeah, Silver Sevens would be perfect. That's super close to me compared to the Lotus Broadcasting building. Are you guys still at Lotus?
What'd you say?
Are you still at Lotus? It looks like that's where you're at right now.
Yeah, this is actually our Fox studio. So we do we probably do. We just started getting back into the building because we do a lot of road shows, so we're probably here 60% of the time. But once football starts by like mid-August, we start doing a lot of road shows, so we'll be here like once a week, and then we're on the road. I think this year our slate is Monday before Monday Night Football at Twin Peaks over in Henderson, Vegas border there on Eastern. Wednesdays we're at our attorney friend, Battleborn Injury Lawyers.
Oh, Justin.
Yeah. Justin Watkins.
Justin Watkins. I was going to say Wilkins, and I love Justin Watkins. He's one of my favorite
awesome.
shows. Yeah, that you guys do. I'm going to ask Willie Ramirez to come on also. I want to say what's up to him and kind of get my Vegas peeps back into the mix here for sure.
Yeah. Thursday, Silver Sevens, and then I think Fridays we're going to be at TI at Golden Circle, which is a cool sports bar. And unlike most of the places on the Strip where you have to pay a lot to park, it's actually free parking still at TI, so that's kind of cool. And it's really easy to get to right off of Spring Mountain. The garage is right there, so and that's a good place. And they have a sports book in there.
Oh, killer.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me know for Thursday at Silver Sevens. Let me know which day you want me, and I will definitely make that work.
For sure.
You want Lenny too? I can maybe have him do something. I don't know.
We can have Lenny come down.
Have me do something. You hear that shit?
We can have Lenny come down. So Lenny will handle the NFL, and you'll handle whatever you handle. I don't know what you handle, but other stuff. We know how it works. By the way, more personal stuff. Is your son doing okay?
He is fantastic. He's taller than me now. He's like a good solid inch taller than me. Wears a size 11 shoe. He's on a basketball team. Yeah, he's kicking butt and taking names.
Because we talked when we did our podcast late night. That was during COVID and all the shutdown. So we talked a lot. Because I know all parents had a lot of challenges because your kids were.
Remember, I went on mom strike. Remember, I was like on mom strike.
I remember that. Yeah. And then the great part, Lenny, is she's leaning on me for parental advice. Like, I don't have kids. I'm just going to be like I'm either going to be the uncle you walk over or the uncle where you're like, not that kind of uncle. No, but the uncle who's like the freaking hammer. I might be too mean. So like, don't lean on me.
And then when she asked me for parent advice, I'm like, I don't know, man. I got kids of my own. I can't even wrangle these. I'm like, I don't know.
You got kids. So mad at me. I don't know. I told my kid that Santa Claus wasn't real. I remember that. You're like, why would you tell him that? I'm like, he needs to know things, okay? And then remember, I was getting all those gifts dropped off at my house. I mean, like I had solid 50 different presents delivered at my house. To this day, I still don't know how those came to me. But hey.
I'm guessing it was a recruiting pitch to get you on all these different gambling shows, and so you stayed with the right one.
It worked. Yeah. It worked. Yeah, all right, Steve. Well, thank you so much for coming on. It's so good to see you again. And we'll definitely be in touch in the future and keep doing this more often, especially as Raiders football is taking hold and hopefully as UNLV football is beginning to ascend back up the ranks in the Mountain West.
Side note real quick before you leave. Yep. I think the Raiders win this division. And I can't stand the Raiders.
Bold statement.
Well, you got to bet it. You got to bet it. I think I don't know what the number is now. It's like 5-1 or 550. So bet it.
I think the Raiders win this division. I heard you talking about this division earlier. I agree with everything you say. I like that Adams Carr connection thing, and they're gonna definitely a lot of that team's gonna make the fantasy roster. That's for sure. I think that offense is gonna be really good. But I could be horribly wrong.
The Raiders are not winning that division.
It doesn't matter. The Lions win the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter. Let's just fast forward to 2023.
Oy vey. Yeah, the Earls are Mets fans. I swore, isn't Tim a Jet? The Earl Sports Bets, they're identical twins. Isn't Tim a Jet? One of y'all's a Jet.
Yeah, they like the Jets.
Who's the Giants?
Like the Jets and the Mets. They're New York. The Jets, Mets, and
Nick is a Giants fan. And the Rangers, right? Or they're Islanders. Rangers.
Yeah, we like the Rangers. Or no, the Islanders. They like the Islanders.
Islanders, okay. I don't know. All right. Anyway, but all right.
Here he is.
I know. That's
Tim Jets, Nick Giants.
Yeah.
They're twins. They look alike, so who knows?
That's just it. They even wear the same clothes. They walk alike, they talk alike. All right, Cofield, thank you so much for stopping by. We'll see you again really, really soon. Guys, find Steve Cofield at Steve Cofield, at Cofield and Company, at ESPN Las Vegas, and then listen to the radio show. It's 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday And that is Vegas time. Just so y'all know, we only deal in Vegas time. We call it real time because that's what it is.
Exactly.
So yeah, thanks, Steve. We'll see you soon.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Steve was here.
I know. He's a good
dude.
dude.
So good to touch base with him again. It's been a while. So Javier is dying for your nerfies.
Mets, Braves, and Cardinals, Philly Cardinals.
Oh, shit. It's 7-Eleven day. That's right. Free Slurpees at 7-Eleven today. Nice. Yeah. Thank you, Stimmy.
It's my dog's birthdays. The boys' birthdays turn two.
Steak day then, huh?
Oh, it's steak day. In fact, we got like 5 minutes left of the show. I'm gonna bring Monster in real quick. I'll be right back.
Go get him. Go get that dog. Okay, I wasn't ready to be by myself. I don't know what to say.
I need not my nervy, but my last Woody pick. So yeah, he said Mets, Braves, and then the Cardinals. He said. Okay, just like a first 5 money line. If the first inning money line is 0-0, then it's a push at the end of it. Okay. The nearest 7-Eleven is 70. Well, man, I could never live that far away from a 7-Eleven. Don't forget to connect. He's not in Vegas, is he? I'm gonna text. He's doing. Are you in Vegas right now? Hold on. What? Are you in Vegas right now? Question mark. I'm going to have a fit if he's in Vegas and he didn't let me know. I bet Lenny already knows about this. Hi, Leg Show. 6 minutes away. Yeah, I can walk to my 7-Eleven. All right, Leg Show is going Rays first 5. Leggy Show. Show Rays first 5. I thought I saw Markel in there also.
Where's your baby dog? Where's your baby dog?
Come here. Say hi to everybody. Oh, say hi to the birthday.
Are you going to tell me that question mark?
I'm here.
Higgs is in Vegas right now, Leonard.
Yeah, he's at the circus. I saw.
What? Am I chopped liver now? Just no one tells me things?
I only saw it online. Come here, Monster.
No.
Say hi. Come here. It's your birthday.
It's your birthday, puppy.
Come here.
Here it is. Under in the Rockies for Markel. I knew I saw you somewhere.
So excited.
Rockies under 12.
You're the biggest dog.
Say hi to everybody on your birthday. Come here.
You
Shit.
monster. Wait, let me switch it. Look at this boy.
He is a monster, and
Okay, bro. You can't go through the screen.
oh my gosh, I can smell his breath from here.
It tastes great. All right, out. Come on out. Freaking out.
How would I know yesterday? Higgs says I thought you knew yesterday. How would I know yesterday?
Oh, God, you got slobber all over me.
Well, are we hanging out or what? Question mark.
Oh.
You have plans with Higgs? Let me find out. You've already got plans to.
I don't. I only knew he was in Vegas because I saw his show this morning.
No, I don't.
Oh, I saw his Twitter post. He posted something on Twitter. Oh, Foxy. Let me put you.
I got it. I'm on it. Deportivos Cuenca. Cuena. We're gonna go with that. Foxy. Are we hanging out or what? And he goes, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Doggo, I'll be popping on the show every other week. All right. Well, if your last Woody standing pick cashes, remember everybody, we've only got 1 minute to go.
Tim.
Well, you work with him on a daily basis. Beautiful. Wait, do you want a freaking medal? Shut up. You just pissed me off. Just like that. Shut up. Can I block him?
No.
Because I want to. Tommy Kidd.
Oh.
No, he's not a lab. He's a Cane Corso, isn't he?
Yes, he's a King Corso. He's like you guys watched the movie The Sandlot. He's the Italian version of that.
Question mark. See, he needs me to proxy his Circa contest. Did he tell you that, Tim? Did he tell you that? Okay, Royals team total over 4. I still don't have a thingy. Some picks I'm going with today. Red Sox over, Tigers under, Mets. I think I'm just going to go find my best bet out of my 20 bets that I want to do. I think I'm going to do Guardians money line for Lex Steele.
I'm on it.
And then game 1. Oh, Tommy Kidd is on game 1.
Yep.
I'm not opposed to nude sports. Okay, that's a thing.
You know what that is? So this right here, this is Brian Wilkins, Morning Woody. He started doing some YouTube stuff and sports picks and stuff. So shout out to him for starting his own thing. Yeah, and I've watched a couple of shows doing this thing, and so shout out to him. You guys should like, subscribe, do all that with your boy over there. He's Morning Woody. We all support everybody, so do your thing, people. But I'm on the Tigers both games. I think they sweep.
I'm on the Royals both games, but it's kind of an accident. So it was what my book made me do.
All day, brother. All day. Got you.
All day, every
Tim
day.
says he didn't mean to piss you off.
I don't care. Like, why? Why do you even have to
care? He didn't mean to.
Like, well, Tim, you did it. Who cares, Tim? Shut up. Stop it. See, you got me there. Wow, you got me there. Whatever.
Time to end the show.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to find my pick.
Oh.
But yeah, it is seen. Don't forget, I didn't mean to spoil your nude sports picks love that you were getting there, but I didn't spoil it. Tim did because he's a butt face. Anyway, just nothing gets me more angry faster than pick one of the Earl twins. Either one, doesn't matter.
So much love.
So everybody like, subscribe. I love you, dumb twins. I love you. I just want to pinch your little cheeks and then bite the tip of your nose off. That's what I want to do. Like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications.
I don't even know where to go with this.
I'm riled. Now I'm riled. Now my hunger has set in and I'm riled up. Don't forget, guys, about BetMGM. The sportsbook promo is up to $1,100 in a risk-free first bet. Use the promo code MORNING. Or check out the description of this video. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm gonna take the Diamondbacks on the money line.
That's fine. We can figure it out after I hit the end button.
Just put that in.
Hey, real quick though, I was supposed to announce this over the weekend and I didn't, so don't tell Craig Trapp. But as of tomorrow, I'm gonna say tomorrow because it was supposed to be today. The only live show streaming on the Picks and Parlay Network will be this show. So if you're looking for a game time decision, it will only be on the Max Wager Network. We stream to the Earl Sports Bets channel too, obviously, because they're on the show. But every live show will be streaming only on the Max Wager Network, not on Picks and Parlays. Picks and Parlays live show will only be this one. So you guys will figure it out when you don't see if you like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, you won't miss a show.
Yeah. That's part of it. That's why we tell y'all to do that. Like, subscribe, ring that bell.
Do the damn
thing.
All right. I'm hitting the button.
All right. Good luck, everybody. Unless you're against Lenny.
That's me. Wait, I can't find the button. There.
I took the white.